Good evening, Andrew, and the Honorable Minister. Thank you so much. I have a date with you every Wednesday. I'm grateful that Rakakamba is here for us. Well, let me give some feedback. The Minister sent me to the UDB, which I did, but unfortunately, I'm here to say that however much the Minister is wishing the best for the youth, UDB makes things complicated, and I think that's why people give up. For example, I was so happy when the Minister said UDB finances ideas, however much you have not been the business. But when I reached UDB, Munange, they told me they only finance businesses that are already in existence. So I'm still stuck with the idea. And I'm even more happier that now we are talking about ICT investment, where my idea falls, and I have had Maurice Okakamba giving an example of Uber and Safe Border and Safe Car, where the idea is Nkolechi Mukama wange Minister, your detriment, Ronnie Biamujisha.
Ronnie, thank you very much, first of all, for taking that step to go to UDB and giving us this feedback.
This is good feedback, yes.
That's very good feedback. Now that I have known what you have just said, I'm going to personally follow this up. But I did mention to you that I would bring in the CEO of UDB on one of our panels so that he come and explain. And I'm going to keep your question because I want them to answer directly.
Correct.
Because what we're doing here is not just politicking. We are providing a solution and we're doing business. And our business is give information, solve the problem of unemployment, show the young people of Uganda and the people of Uganda, because they're not only young people listening in, there are even people who are older than the young people, where the opportunities are in government. So as we expose these opportunities and I get feedback like that, now I need to unlock that for the benefit of all the others. Yes. Because this is well documented in, and as a shareholder on behalf of Ugandans on UDB, I take this serious because I'm going to have to bring it up to the management that, look here, this is evident and
this is feedback.
This is the feedback and you're not doing the work. So before we come back, we go to that ruling. I guess the best thing is to give them a fair hearing and get UDB to come on board and explain the packages and the opportunities even further and how these young people can get. It's just not enough to give them the line and then they fail to get the opportunity.
And Honorable, that's why I want you to engage the emerging technologies like AI, artificial intelligence, blockchain, and IoT. They're transforming the industry globally. How is the ministry actively engaging with investors to capitalize on these disruptive technologies, attracting investments that can position Uganda as a front runner in the regional ICT landscape?
So before I answer that question of artificial intelligence, allow me first explain and elaborate more on this issue of the Buvumba versus tailoring our clothes here, because I've heard that guy saying it's a no-brainer, it's still coming in. I just told you that the president used the English if. I think if I showed these numbers of young people being employed, nobody will then stand in my way to say that we should not ban second-hand clothes. There were thousands. Now, I told you that it is not the wish of government to ban the second-hand clothing, but it is the wish of government to create opportunity to Ugandans to get jobs. That is number one. I did explain to you the effect of importing the second-hand clothing to our economy. First, where we buy the second-hand clothing, we do not buy them in Ugandan shillings. That means that we have to collect our money, break our back, and get our shillings, convert it into shillings. As you know, when you do that conversion, your money is depreciating. And when you do that, you then have to spend on air ticket, and you go and buy these clothes. There is a tax on it, meanwhile, for you to bring it in, and you be one person who will be selling that cloth that has been put on in the developed countries, and it's a second-hand cloth. So you're coming to sell it here. Yes, you make money, but the multiplier effect, you're looking at the little margin, profit margin. We are telling you that you will get a bigger profit margin if you sell the first-hand clothes that you would have made in Uganda.
Locally,
because the first-hand clothes, you'll agree with me that the first-hand clothes has a bigger profit margin than the second-hand clothing. But not only do you look at the profit margin, you also look at the job that you have created for your sister and brother. So that is the mind of the president. And that is, he is doing it for Ugandans. And as you see, he leads the talk. He's putting on a first-hand clothes that is made here by fine spinners and...
By the way, I wanted just to confirm. The president wears fine spinners?
Absolutely.
Like for real, for real?
Yes, for real.